All right, good morning, good morning. Okay, so we're gonna grab some weights. We're gonna start with our hang clean thrusters. So for our hang clean thrusters, you're gonna pull your shoulders back. You're gonna push your bum back. You're gonna be just around the knee. Stomp through the ground, full squat, pushing those weights up. So push the hips back, squatting down, and use the power of the squat to jump those weights up. Okay, so push the hips back, core tight, jumping up to front rack, squatting down, and up. One more time. Push the hips back, up to the top, and good. Let's go into our wall one-legged deadlift here. So you're gonna have your foot on the wall, shoulders down and back. You're gonna push your bum back toward the wall, and then coming up. Not all the way, because we don't want to feel it in the low back. Just enough to take the tension off. Push the hips back. Drive through this heel. Squeeze the glutes. And again, you want to keep that back nice and flat, so slight pinch in between those shoulders, and let's flip those sides over. So other leg on the wall, bend the knee, push the hips back, drive through the heel. Three more times. And then if you want, you can use weights with these as well. Good. Yeah, you're gonna have your foot on the wall, chest is forward, push the hips back, drive through the heel, not coming quite all the way up. All right, let's do a dumbbell face pull. So we're gonna grab our dumbbells a little bit lighter. We're gonna push our chest down to the floor, pull our shoulder blades together. You're gonna drive your elbows wide, pulling toward your face, and then reset back down. So keep your core nice and tight, your back flat. Drive those elbows out to the side of the face. Awesome, nice and controlled. We got this. Good, nice and controlled. Again, keep that belly button pulled into the spine. Pull those weights to the sides of the face. Exhale as you pull on up. Almost there. And two, one more, and one. Let's do some wide push-ups. So we're gonna go nice and wide with our hands. So down to the floor, wide again with the grip, as wide as you can comfortably go. And you wanna push your chest forward, shoulders down and back. Exhale, pushing up. You can do this from the knees as well. Just tuck your bum. Squeeze your glutes, control to lower, chest comes forward, pushing back up. Okay, perfect. And again, if your wrists are a little bothersome, you can go on your knuckles. It's a harder position, but if your wrists are hurting, it'll feel better. One more. All right. Okay, so let's go into some lateral raises to end off, and then we'll get started. So standing tall, shoulders down and back. You're bringing your hands out to the side, and then down to the floor. So keeping that core tight, shoulders down and back. Control to lower down. Perfect. And then holding at the top for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Whew. So our first one, we're going to spend 10 minutes there going through our exercises as many times as we possibly can. And then we're going to head on to our 5-minute cap, where we're going to do a bunch of arm exercises and get a nice burn going. And then we will do a glute challenge. Okay, so I'm going to set the timer for 10 minutes, starting with those hang clean thrusters. Okay, so grabbing, you can do heavier weights for this. So push the hips back, stomp to the ground, full squat, hopping up, push the hips back into front rack, drive through those heels, squeeze the glutes, keep the rib cage down. Good. Exhale as you drive on up, so push the hips back, coming up to front rack. So hands down, jump forward to front rack, so up, but bring your hands up to shoulders, then you squat, then they come up. So it's a couple movements here. Yep, push the hips back, front rack, squatting down, hopping up. Reset down, push the hips back, come to front rack. So hands up to the shoulders, squat down first, and then pushing up. So push the hips back, hands facing each other. Yep, squat down, and then pushing up. Good. Squeeze the glutes, up to front rack, full squat. Good, reset all the way back down. Good, keep that chest nice and proud, shoulders down and back, you got this. Pushing the bum back, jump to front rack, squatting down low, up we go. Yeah, perfect. One more time. Push the hips back, up to front rack, squat down low, up you go. Okay, so let's do one wall, one-legged deadlift. So foot is on the wall, pull the shoulders back, bend the knee, push the hips, and then drive to the heel, but not coming quite all the way up. Give a little bit of a hinge, just because right at the top you'll end up feeling your low back, and we definitely don't want that. Keep the chest proud, try not to let the weights pull our shoulders forward. Good, two more. Two. Let's do one more, and then we'll flip those sides and swap those legs out. Okay, again, bend that supporting leg, pull your shoulders back, pushing the thumb back, drive to the heel, squeeze the glute. Awesome. Nice, looking good. Keeping that chest as proud as you can. So don't let the weights pull your shoulders forward. Keep that slight pinch. Push the chest out. Drive to the heel. Squeeze the glute. One more on the side. And we're going to go to a little bit lighter weights if you have them for our face pulls. Okay, so we're hinging on over. And then you're going to pull the hands to either side of the face. Staying almost horizontal. It's like bending the knees. Or tight. Good, and bring those hands forward a little bit more, Sharon. So bring those hands forward a bit more, and then go wide. So bring the elbows just a little wider as you come up. Yep, nice and wide for this one, good, perfect. So it's similar to our one-arm row, just a little different. Good. And let's go down to our wide grip push-ups. So we're gonna go wide with our hands for some push-ups. So down to the floor, core nice and tight. You're gonna squeeze your glutes, the chest leans forward. Exhale, push back up to the top. So you wanna make sure that your chest is leaning down to the floor for this, and you're not letting your hips sag. You see here on both sides. Okay. Really squeeze those glutes. Keep that belly button pulled in. This is fine. One more. All right. Whew. We're gonna head back to our top. Okay, so we're back at our incline thrusters. So weights in the hand, pull the shoulders back. You're gonna dip the hands down, squeeze your glutes, come into front rack, full squat. Use that squat to get the legs up. Okay, so push the hips back, jumping up to front rack, full squat, and then pushing up, squeeze those glutes. Perfect. So pushing back, up to front rack. Yeah. Squatting down, power up. All right, good. Chest proud. Push the hips back. Jump to front rack. Yeah. Full squat down. And power on up. Yes, looking good. You got it. Push the hips back. Jump up to front rack. Good. Full squat down. Power up. Perfect. 2 more. Down. Reset to front rack. Squat down. Good. Let's do 1 more. Push the hips back. Jump to front rack. Yep, up to front rack. So all the way up. Yep. Full squat. And then come on up. Okay, let's do our wall one-legged deadlift. Okay, so foot is on the wall, bend the knee. We're gonna lean forward and push the hips back. Drive through the heel, not coming quite all the way up. You can have weights in hands as well. You can even have one weight, so nice and controlled. Drive through the heel, squeeze the glute coming back up. Awesome, almost there. 3, 2, and 1 more. We'll switch those legs over, and let's switch. Put on the wall, bend the knee, push the hips back, drag through the heel, squeeze the glute. Exhale as you come back up. Good, 3 more. Almost there. All right, 1 more. Awesome. Okay, let's go to our face pulls. Grab it onto our weights. Okay, so nice wide stance. And we're gonna go wide. So you wanna pull wide around the shoulders. Yeah, so go wide as you come on up. Yeah, perfect, good. And then reset back down. Exhale as you pull up. Awesome, nice and controlled. And make sure your back is nice and flat. So try and make sure you push your chest out. Good. And come on up. We're going to go into our wide grip push-ups. So throw the weights down. Almost there. We're going to finish off probably near the top. Okay, so wide stance. A wide hand grip here. Core tight. Chest leaning down. Exhale, push back up. Really squeeze those glutes. Chest leaning down. And 1 more. All right. Okay, last little bit. We're back at the top. Grabbing those weights. Okay, so pull your shoulders down and back. Get the ends of the dumbbells down. Push the hips back. And then jump to front rack. So hands facing each other. Yep, full squat. Using that squat to power those arms up. Reset. Hands come down. Up to front rack. Squat down. Don't forget that squat though. So you're going to do for your hang clean. Up to front rack. And then squat to a press. Good. Yeah, all the way up. Push the hips back. Jump to front rack. Squatting down. Power up. Good, almost there. Hips back. Jumping up. Squeeze those glutes. Good, just about there. Up. Squatting down. Squeeze, stay tight. 1 more. And rest. All right. Grab a quick sip of water. Okay, quick sip of water, and we're going to move on to our 5-minute arm challenge. Okay, starting with lateral raises in 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit lighter on my lateral raises. So standing tall, rib cage down, elbows to the side. Yeah, so both arms. Try to watch the screens here. So core tight, lift those hands up, rib cage down, nice and controlled. You can even gently pause at the top. If your weights are a little bit heavier, then you can do faster reps. If your weights are a little bit lighter, then you can do a slight pause at the top and slow to come down. Okay, looking good. 2 more. 2, and 1 more. Up and down. Let's go to bicep curls. If you have some heavier weights, you can grab them. Chest nice and proud, shoulders down and back. Nice and strict with that movement. You don't want to have any swinging happening here. Keep that chest proud. Really tighten up that front of the arm. Control to lower down. You can exhale as those weights come up. Awesome. Control to lower. Squeeze those glutes. Keep that belly button. Hold the spine. 2 more. 2. And then we're going to go into our tricep kickback after this one. Again, I'm going to grab onto my lighter weights that I use for my lateral raises if you have them. So chest up. You're going to drive those arms back. Reset back in. So you don't want to have any movement from the arms. You're not letting your arms dip down. They're extending straight back. They're just bending at the elbow. Not letting, again, those shoulders drop whatsoever. And then if your weights are a little bit lighter, you can even do a gentle pause, holding at the back before coming back in. Try and stay lean forward, shoulders down the back. Almost. All right, back to the top. There are lateral raises, chest proud, shoulders down and back, coming up to the side, control to lower back down. Good, rib cage tight, squeeze those glutes, chest proud. 2, and 1 more. Okay, onto our bicep curl. So again, nice and strict with that motion. We're going to squeeze nice and tight, controlled as you lower back down. Exhale as those weights come up. Good, almost there. Controlled motion, keeping those arms in tight to the body. And 1 more. Control to lower back down. Okay, let's do our triceps. Okay, so hinging on over, chest is up, drive those arms back. Yeah, going, oh, so arms up, and then going straight back. Yeah, perfect. So holding there, so don't let those shoulders move though. It's just your arm bending and pushing back. All right, just make sure you keep that slight pinch in your shoulders. Don't let that back round. Good, core nice and tight. Almost there. Almost. Looking good. And we'll finish on some lateral raises. Okay, just about there. Okay, so standing tall. These are our last 20 seconds. actually ending on some bicep curls. I lied, there's a little bit more time left. Last 10 seconds. Finishing off strong. Good, in 3, 2, we're gonna do a short little hold on the last one. Holding at 90 degrees, stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, okay, rest it out. Whew. So we're gonna go into our glute challenge. We won't need any weights for this last one. We're gonna be on the floor for all 3 exercises, all 4 exercises, pardon me. Okay. Okay, so 40 on. We'll do a 10-second hold on almost all of them. Okay, so grab some water. We're gonna be down on the floor. So the first 2, we're gonna be laying right down on the ground. Okay. Okay. All right, you guys, so get ready for our glute challenge here, okay? So we're down on the ground. First one, we're laying down. Hopefully you guys can see me. Sorry, I'm trying to maneuver 2 computers here. Okay. So laying down on the ground, hands out to the side. The first one, we're gonna start by going over, under, over, and then into a split. Okay, so you're pointing your toes, squeeze. Let's get that clock started so we have a little bit of time to stretch at the end. Okay, so looking down, your feet are pointed over, under, over, going into a split, and then switch over, under, over, going into a split. So you can have your hands with your forehead down if that works better for you. Just squeeze your glutes, point your toes, keep that belly button pulled to the spine, and then tuck your pelvis. So over, under 3 times, and then you're going into a split with a gentle hold. Really tighten up those glutes. All right, 5 more seconds, just about there. Finish it off. Woo. And hold. So holding in your split, squeeze your glutes. Your feet are as high from the floor as you can without arching through your low back. We're holding for 3, 2. Okay, awesome. That looks good. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to have our feet in the middle. You're going to go to the right, foot to the left, and then both. So you're going 1 foot out to the right, so doing a half split with your other side, and then both feet out. So to the right, half a split, to the left, and then both. All right, so just make sure you really tighten up those glutes. And then both. So one side, the other side, and then both. Ooh, almost there, let it burn. And hold, holding here, holding in your split. Squeeze those glutes, tighten up that core. And 3, 2, 1. We're going to an all fours position for the next one. So all fours, you're gonna bring your knee to that opposite side down and then kicking up. So cross, knee comes down and then kicking up while keeping that core tight. You don't wanna have that movement come from your low back. Okay, so knee taps down, opposite side, and then kicking up. So almost like you're drawing a diagonal line. Crossing down, kicking up, keep that core tight, squeeze the glutes. Directly after this one, we're gonna go into a rainbow on the same side we're working right now, and then we'll switch the sides over. Okay, and then holding at the top, hold at the top, tuck, make sure you're squeezing that back glute as hard as you can, lift that heel up. 3, 2, 1, going to rainbow. So your legs stay straight, you're going up and over like you're drawing a rainbow, nice and controlled. Nice, controlled and slow. I'm gonna try and demo this without kicking everything if I can. Nice controlled movements. Drawing a nice big rainbow. Almost there. And holding out to the side. So holding out to the side of the glute. You're working. Okay, so holding out for 4, 3, 2, switch those sides. Your other leg is going to cross down into a knee and then kicking up into that diagonal line. So knee comes down, kicking right up as high as you can. Keep that core tight. Don't let the movement come from your low back. Nice controlled movements. Really squeeze that glute that you're working. Good, almost there. And hold, holding at the top. Core nice and tight. Squeeze as hard as you can for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into rainbow, so up and over. Nice controlled motion. Nice and slow. You don't want it to be momentum. You want it to be the muscles working here. Good, almost there. Nice controlled motion again. Finish off that round nice and strong. Breathing through. We're almost at that hold. And holding out to the side of the glute that you're working. Hold, hold, hold. Stay tight. Try not to lean to that opposite side. And 3, 2, 1. Back at the top, you guys. So down on the ground. Okay, so going over for 3 crosses into your split. 1, 2, 3, and split. 1, 2, 3, and split. Okay, so keep your eyes facing down on the ground to protect your neck. Squeeze your glutes. Keep that belly button pulled to the spine. Core nice and tight. Breathing through. Almost there. We're going to hold in 3, 2, hold. Hold here. Tuck the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. Point your toes. Holding on for 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a little moment by coming down and now back up. Point your toes. Out to the right split. Out to the left. Both out. Left side out. Right side out. Both. Right side out. Left side out. Both. Left side out. Right side out. And both. Nice and controlled. Keep going through. Point those toes. Squeeze your glutes. And hold. Holding here. Hold. Point those toes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold on for 3, 2. Okay, come on up. We're going to go into our cross. So you're in an all-fours position, coming down to your knee. And then kick up, core tight. Squeeze that glute. Try and always start with your weaker side first. Anytime we do any single side exercises, you always want to give your weaker side more attention first. That way you're not tiring out your stabilizers and making it harder for your harder side. You don't want that. So nice and controlled. Dip that knee down. Squeeze that glute. Point that toe. Breathing through here. We got this. We're almost at that hold, you guys. 5 seconds. And 3, 2, we're holding on that side that you're working. So if you're on the left side, you're pulling up to that left. Really squeeze that glute for 3, 2, 1. Rainbows. Here we go. Up and over. Nice controlled motion. More tight. Not moving through the low back here. Again, keep going through that checklist. Not letting your shoulders cave in. Belly button's pulled to the spine. Keep the pelvis tucked. 5 more seconds. We're going to go to a hold. And 3, 2, and hold. Holding out to that side you're working. Almost there. Tighten it up. And then we're going to switch to your other side, your stronger side. 3, 2, switch those sides up. So crossing that knee down. Kicking that leg up. Really squeeze and tighten that glute, especially as it comes up. Bend that knee, exhale, push back up. All right, looking strong, you guys. Second round here. We can do it. We're almost at that hold. Breathing through nice controlled motions, just about into our rainbows, and hold. Hold in here. Again, try and bring that leg out to whatever side you're working. If you're on your right side, pull it out to the right. Push to the ground for 3, 2, 1. Let's go into a rainbow. So up and over. Nice and controlled. Squeeze that glute. Okay, almost there. Whew. We only have one more round to go through. All right. Okay, 10 more seconds and you're into that hold. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. We're holding up to the side you're working. Squeeze that glute. So if you're on your right glute, you're pulling to the right side. So pull to that side of the glute you're working. Really squeeze tight. 3, 2. All right, one more round. We're back at the top. So down on the floor. Point your toes, crossing 3 times, going into a split. So up, over, up, split. Up, over, up, split. Keep your toes pointed. You can have your hands wherever is more comfortable for you. All about the form. Up, over, up, and split. Up, over, up, and split. Almost at that hold, 10 more seconds. And hold. Hold in here. Point your toes. Bring your feet as wide as you can. We'll tensing up the glutes. For 4, 3, 2. Rest for half a second here. And then coming back up. Put your toes left side out, right side out, both. Right side out, left side out, both. Okay, so keep on alternating, keeping that core tight. Squeeze your glutes. Woo, let it burn. Woo, almost there. Finishing strong. We got this. And hold. Point the toes, squeeze the glutes. Point, point, point. Hold here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Up on your all fours position. Weaker side working first. So bend that knee. Kick that leg back up. Control motion. Really squeeze that glute. Pause at the top. You can also go down to your forearms. You just have to really make sure you're not arching through that low back. So do what's right for you. It's harder to hold that position without arching through here. All right, just about there, you guys. Ten more seconds. We're going to go into a hold. And 3, 2, hold. So pulling to the side that you're working. If you're on your left glute, you're pulling your leg out to the left side as best as you can. Ooh, hold tight for 3, 2, 1. Rainbow. So up and over. Nice big arches. Making sure you're not pushing through the low back here. All right, looking good. Just about there. And hold. So holding out to that left side if you're working your left glute, pulling it out to the side as best as you can, while keeping your hips facing down toward the floor. Tighten it up for 4, 3, 2, bring it on in, switch sides. Bend the knee, kick that leg up. Nice controlled motions again. Awesome, looking great. All right, last exercise is coming up just after this one. We're almost there. Okay, we're gonna go to that hold in about 7 seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. We are holding up to the side that you're working. So if you're on the right side, pull your toe out to the right. Keep it pointed, squeeze that glute for 3, 2, 1, rainbow. So up and over. Nice and controlled. Good. The slower, the better. Almost there. Nice. Finishing just as strong as we started. Just about done. All right. And going to that hold in 3, 2, hold. Hold it here. Last hold. Really tighten up that glute. Hips facing down. Squeeze for 4, 3, 2. All right, you guys. Nice work. Let's rest it out here. And we're going to go into some stretches now. So let's go into a pigeon pose. So you're starting on your knees. Cross one leg in front. Kick your other leg back. And then try and round down as best as you can. Okay, 10 more seconds and we're going to flip those sides up. Okay, let's swap those sides over. So starting on your knees, bring one leg in front, kick your other leg back and round on down. Good. Good. Another 12 seconds on this side and then we're going to go into a downward dog. Okay, let's go into a downward dog. So hands and feet flat, your shoulder width apart, push through the ground, pull your head through your arms towards your lower body. If you have flexible hamstrings, you can start to walk your hands back. As long as you can keep your hands flat on the floor, pulling your head through, your legs are straight. Okay, let's go into a chest stretch. So you're going to be sitting on your bum. The more flexible you are between your chest and shoulders, the closer your hands will be. The less flexible, the further out. So you're going to bring your hands together, chest forward, and then leaning up towards the ceiling. Perfect. Okay, so hand back onto your shoulder for a tricep stretch. So hand back onto the shoulder, use that opposite hand. Your elbow should be facing up toward the ceiling. And then rib cage down, so don't let this flare. And we're going to gently release and switch those sides. Hand back onto the shoulder, grabbing at the elbow. Let it face up toward the ceiling, rib cage down. Last couple seconds here, finishing strong. And gently release. Yay! Good job, you guys. Virtual high fives. Woo, woo, woo. Way to get your Friday workout done. Awesome. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye. Bye.